Blahzay Bling, Blahzay Blung, Blung, Blung. What's good, son, doobie? Another day, another dollar, another way to make them holler. You know exactly how we do. Certain plans, right? I hope your plan is acting accordingly. Everything is Gucci. I'm leaving right now. Get hamstrings, my strings of ham. You know what I'm noticing? You got to choose. You can't do. I'm gonna do Charles Glass, Mike Menser. Like, no, you're not. No, the fuck, you're not. The Charles Glass, I did a hamstring workout, but then every last set, I was like, Mike Menser, let's go balls to the wall. I don't recommend that, doing hamstrings. Because I've been doing hamstrings wrong for 7 years, so I'm trying to get it right. I didn't know you had to squeeze your ass when you're doing hamstrings. I've never squeezed my ass. You have to have your chest up, squeeze your ass. Bro, I squeezed my ass today doing 20s, and I couldn't get it up. So it's like, I don't know. That's something that I absolutely love, is learning, but it makes me feel stupid not knowing, but it makes me feel better learning. So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna pick and choose for the Mike Menser and Charles Glass workouts and shit, y'all. Some days you're able to do it, chest you're able to do it, maybe on back and arms you might be able to do it, but definitely not no fucking legs, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Get that out your cabeza. So yeah, bro, crazy leg workout. I came in the gym today. I came here today. I was a little angry this morning that for like 3 years, 4 years, for the past 3 years, I've been sticking up for somebody. Been sticking up for him in my videos. And then yesterday I see a video and he's like a real life piece of shit. And it's legit bothering me now, bro. It's legit bothering me. It's legit bothering me, bro. Like legit. Because I was thinking about it throughout my whole workout, bro. I was just thinking about it throughout my whole workout. And it's been bothering me, bro. It just does. Because I'm over here saying how dope Wes Watson is, and he's really fucking not, man. He's really not. Let me give you a quick story, a backstory. Back in the day, back in the 90s, 96, 95, 96, my grandmother ended up selling her house in Brooklyn. She ended up going to Jersey. I stayed in Brooklyn for a little while. But then, when my grandmother moved to Jersey, she moved to a real shitty place in New Jersey called Butler, New Jersey. It's fucking this big. It's a little shitty town, but right next to it is Kinnelon. Kinnelon is full of rich people. They got a sector in Kinnelon called Smoke Rise. Dumb expensive. It's one of those communities, one way in, one way out. You got to get a security guard. They got to call your house, that type of shit. So when I went to my grandmother's house and I met my boy Eric, I started hustling. We used to hustle to all the kids in Kinnelon. It was we used to sell weed to them. 97, 98, 99. Oh, really? Before that? Shit, 96, 97, 98. 95, 96, 97, 98. Because in 97, 98, me and Eric were selling dust and shit, yo, Crazy Eddie. That was angel dust. We were so fucking stupid. Eric ended up dying. Anyway. thinking about it, bro. I didn't want to. I'm debating whether to talk about it. That's the reason I'm like, should I talk about this? Fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it, bro. Well, here's the situation. Back in the day when I went to Jersey and shit, yo, I ended up meeting my homeboy Eric, Butler, New Jersey. Eric introduced me to a lot of people in that little town. And there was just one kid. I became cool with him for a little while. His name was Kevin McGrath. I like Kevin. I fucked with Kevin. So it was Kevin's high school graduation, right? Me and a couple other dudes, Brian, Vaith, Sean Dilzer, Justin Russo, we all went out and we were gonna go chill with him. Me and Sean Dilzer became, it was a kid named Sean. We became real close, real close. I was always hanging out with Sean, and I became close with a kid named Brian. One day, we're at Kevin McGrath's house. Kevin's house was like a crack house, where his mother allowed anything to happen there. So you want to have a party, you can do it at Kevin's house. You want to make beats, you go to Kevin's house. You want to smoke weed, you go to Kevin's house. You want to do anything, you can go to Kevin's house. So it's me, Sean, and Brian. We over at Kevin's house one day. We're smoking a blunt. And at the time, Kevin was dating this little Filipino girl. She was cute as fuck. This Filipino girl was cute as fuck. So we all in the backyard, we all smoking trees, listening to hip hop and shit, yo. If I remember correctly, we were listening to Shabazz the Disciple. Fucking Death Be the Penalty. We were freestyling over Death Be the Penalty instrumental. And to make a long story short, her name was Jessica. I just hit me now. Her name was Jessica. Kevin and Jessica got into a fight. And they get into a fight, and Kevin whooped Jessica's ass, punched her in the face, and like he stomped her. And me, Brian, and Sean, we seen that shit like, oh shit, bro. Like, Kevin beating the shit out of Jessica, bro. Bro, he stomped the fuck out this girl. We bounced. Like, we left. We seen her a couple days later like, yo, you better leave Kevin. And she's like, oh, I love him. Well, that fucking dumb bitch. Fuck you then. But the whole point being, I don't fuck around with that shit. That was way back in the day. And we just bounced. You want to make another long story short? Another long story? Fuck with me. Check this out. This is how crazy life is. That kid that I said, me and Sean were really good friends at the time. I was living with him. And at that time, I met another girl, and her name was Sarah Tobias, rich girl from Kinnelon. Started fucking with her. So I stopped fucking with Sean and them. Sean and Kevin became best of friends, bro. Sean and Kevin became best of friends. This is no lie, bro. You cannot make this shit up. People know the story, So one day, this is years later, 2 years later, 2 years later. I say it's 2 years later. You have towns, right? You had Butler, Bloomingdale, Pompton Lakes, Riverdale. Fucking old fucking cunt bitch. Like, well, anyway, we ended up going a couple towns over. They ended up having this club a couple towns over in fucking past Riverdale, not Pompton Lakes. I'll just say Pompton Lakes, Pompton Plains, right? Pompton Plains. They ended up opening up this fucking little ass 18 and over club. It was a kids club, 18 and over club, but it was in Pompton Plains. So Kevin, Sean, and Jessica, they go to it one night, and they were having a hip hop night, and they ended up beefing with some kids from Newark and shit. Some kids from Patterson or Newark came down. They ended up beefing with them. So now they ended up leaving the club and blah blah blah. Kevin and Jessica end up getting into a beef outside the club because if I remember correctly, I don't fully remember, but I think Jessica talked to one of the dudes that Kevin had beef with. They were just talking. She didn't know or whatever. So Kevin is outside this club, right? And he starts whooping Jessica's ass again. Whap, 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 whap. Bro, you can't make this up. A mentally handicapped, a mentally challenged guy comes out of nowhere. And he's like, hey, yo, stop hitting her, bro. Hey, yo, my man, stop hitting her, bro. Like, for real, don't be hitting on women and shit. And Kevin is like, mind your business. The guy's like, bro, you're not hitting her in front of me. Kevin sucker punches him. Dude hits it, like he hit him, and he hit his head against the car and fell down. He knocked him out. You think Kevin stopped? You think Kevin stopped? Nah, man, Kevin stomped the fuck out this dude. Stomped him. Whappy, whappy, and whappy. Not with his fist, with his Timberlands, bro. Beef and broccoli Tims. But back then, Kevin used to wear Gore-Tex. The fake beef and broccoli Tims. They were Gore-Tex, but this brown and green ones. He stomped dude out. Right? Dude's in a hospital unconscious for like 2 or 3 weeks. Fucked up. Fucked up. So they charged Kevin with aggravated assault with intent to cause bodily harm. Sean was with them. So Sean caught the charge too because he helped. 1 week later, I mean like a week or 2 weeks later, Duke is in the hospital, has a brain aneurysm, and dies. Kevin got charged with first-degree murder. Kevin and Sean both got charged with first-degree murder, bro. First-degree murder. They ended up doing like 12 years. Both of them. 10 or 12 years. Both of them. Sean went into prison. When he came out, he became a born-again Christian. He don't talk to me no more. I talked to him. We got into a fight like 4 or 5 years ago because he's super about God, and I don't play that bullshit. Like, it's real dope that you're about God and shit, but we're not going to play that, you know what I mean? You're better than me type shit, bro. Stop it. Like, we used to rob people together. We used to do all this crazy shit together. It's good you found God, but yeah, bro. So I said all that to say, because I talked about it this morning on why that Wes Watson shit really pissed me the fuck off. Kevin right now, is a very famous photographer with a family, bro. He's got kids and a wife. And when I say he's not about that life no more, 180%. He's a family man. Professional photographer. Bro takes some really great pics. That dude is official. Kevin is official with his pictures. I just said that story because it reminds me of Wes Watson. Kevin had the same attitude. I will never get with a woman who chooses me over her kids. That would be the illest red flag in the world. You're choosing me over your kids, bro? I don't want to fuck with you. And this man is making some girl choose him over his kids. I feel stupid defending this fucking jackass, bro. I feel stupid, bro. I just do. The same way I felt stupid that I was trying to defend my good friend. He wasn't my best friend. My good friend, Robert. On how I'm telling everybody he was okay. He's fine. Leave Robert the fuck alone. Leave him alone. He's fine. And dude killed himself. Everybody was like, I told you, Nico. I felt stupid. You feel the same stupidness right now. I've made fucking 40 videos defending Wes Watson. Cursing out Dubs and making like talking shit to Mac Truck and Johnny Bravo and like get off they dick, bro. Like stop stressing them and like yo leave them alone and you know what I mean. Y'all whack. Y'all the haters. Y'all haters. Don't be mad that you ain't making that money. And I see the video and I'm like, you know what, bro? I kindly take myself out of that and I apologize to them. I apologize, yo. My bad. Everybody could be wrong, but we have our realizations and shit, yo. And I realized I was wrong defending that motherfucker. Piece of shit, bro. Piece of shit, bro. I defended him when he called dude a faggot on the fucking Fresh and Fit podcast. And he was dissing everybody. I defended him. How the fuck do you defend this? You want to know something? As a man, I can't. And I won't. And I refuse to. I'm not defending that bitch shit. Fucking Herb. That's some loser shit. Loser shit. Loser. Yo, she took the fucking girl, yo. Let me tell you what she did. She drove the Rolls Royce and she crashed the fucking Mansory Rolls Royce, $20,000. Who cares, man? It's materialistic. Who gives a fuck, bro? Yo, Wes, I want to say it like this, yo. I'm going to show you, man. Like, look, bro. Look, man. Look, man. Look, I'm going to show you on my own shit, yo. I'm going to show you on my own shit. Look. Fucking Mansory kid. And who cares? Look at my front bumper. Look at my front bumper. Look at that shit. Look at that destroyed ass. Look what somebody did to my bumper. Look at that. I won't never disrespect my girl over that shit, bro. Because that shit be replaced. That shit's easy to get replaced. Materialistic bullshit, bro. I'll catch y'all on the flip, dippity doo dip, and you already know what time it is on how we rock. Deucitos. Blip, blip, blip. Blah, blah, blah.